Namaste everyone. In today's video, we're going to focus on Muni Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 4.17. Now in this particular Yoga Sutra, Muni Patanjali is helping us to understand how different chittas perceive and understand particular objects differently and what it depends on and how the chitta can understand the object even better. So let's take a closer look at this sutra, start breaking it up word by word and understanding it a little bit better. So the sutra itself goes, Taduparagapekshitva chittasya vastu jata jatam. Alright, so this is the sutra itself. Now let's start breaking it up step by step to understand it a little bit better. So over here, the first word is tat or tad, which refers to of or by it. And then coming to the next word, we have uparaga, which is referring to taking up the colors of something or being colored by something. So that is uparaga. Then coming to the next word, we have apekshitva. And this is referring to in proportion of, or in proportionality or relativity. Alright. Then coming to the next word, we have chitta. So this is saying the chitta of. And then after that, we come to the word vastu, which means a thing or an object. And then finally, we come to the last two words, which is jnata, which means what is known, and agnyata, which means something that is not known. So now that we have the meanings of all these particular words, let's start to think about what is the sutra trying to tell us and what can we understand from it. So the sutra is saying that a particular vastu or object becomes more and more understood the more the chitta begins to get colored by it or begins to absorb it fully. So this is indicating a proportion here between the understanding of the object and the chitta's absorption power of that particular object. So this is the overall meaning, but now let's go even deeper into the sutra to understand how this can impact us and what this means for the yoga sadhak himself or herself. Alright, so one of the most important things that we can take away from the sutra is that essentially it really does depend on the nature of the chitta itself and what kind of guna proportionality that chitta has to know how deeply that chitta is going to be colored by the experience and the understanding of a particular object. So depending on how deeply the chitta gets colored, that deep will be its understanding. Now, in the modern view of attention, perception, and all of these concepts, we understand that through the senses is where we pull in the information or the stimulation. Then it reaches the central nervous system where the mind or the brain interprets it and has a reaction to it. So now there's obviously one more key element that Indian philosophy believes in, which is the chitta. And this chitta is essentially much larger with a much bigger scope than the mind. And so this consciousness element known as the chitta, that is the one which gets colored by or takes on the qualities and understanding of an external object. So it depends on how well the chitta can absorb it and allow itself to be temporarily colored by something to then grasp it that deeply. If the chitta is not able to rise and absorb that much, then it's not going to be able to deeply understand that object. So the understanding of an object or a subject is proportional to how deeply the chitta can grasp it. And this is one of the most important points of the sutra. So it's a very compact, short and simple or easy to understand sutra. I hope this has given you an insight into how this perception power works and why it matters for the chitta to be able to absorb better. So if you've understood and enjoyed this sutra, please don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below. Give this sutra a big thumbs up and please feel free to share this video with your friends and your family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more updates and more upcoming videos. We look forward now to seeing you in the next one. Until then, take care, keep practicing, and we're going to see you very soon. Namaste.